the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. All teed up, Logan cooked after the kick. Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play, they go kick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
180.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 37-yard line.
Great.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. They scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Hey, Silver.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. And you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On the move, past the 40. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He connects downfield. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw in that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Hey, silver.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It's a screen to Barkley. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. They'll go, Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion.
You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pull out in front further, 13-zip. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
73.
From the pistol, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Movement. Hey!
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Viking, let's go.
You're drawing up for him. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Etienne on 1st down. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Well, this defense, he's not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think he's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Connection made. Travis Etienne. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little Tex on the extra point. The Jaguars push their lead to 18. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Rob for the 1st down he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down by Caleb Ransom.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down.
73.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. He's going to run with Barkley. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Over just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
'63. Hey, I know anyone else.
I'll try again with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also when the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Just 2 on that pickup, and after another run is stopped shy, it's 4th and goal. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Only a 20-yarder here.
A 20-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And that lowers the deficit to 15. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Hardman with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
From the gun, ETN gets it. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. An option give here to ETN. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tu'u. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, as a running back, when you get that pitch, you better get vertical in a hurry. Get beyond that line before anybody can get to you.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hey, go, go!
Quick throw is caught. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, change attack!
Completes it to his back. LeQuint Allen. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the wrong guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Anyway, up. Hey, 73, 73. No touchdown.
They go play fake with Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Now Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That's his way through a tackle. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. It's a James Conner touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. And maybe...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ramshaw.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. This shows some of that swagger that good defenses have.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is set away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Eagles are on it, so down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson?
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You can play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
He was brought down by Dominic Hampton. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? Yo, Tuck.
He's got Smith again. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they win for two right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game. After that score, and the kick is away. Hardman with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Going on 1st down, Lawrence. Into the hands of the running back, ETN. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Go! Hey, tomato!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Taking a shot deep here. What a dive! I think he caught it! And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
These are 24. Done. It's hot. Silver.
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Little able to connect on the point after. The Jaguars lead by 15 now. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Great. 73. I know you with that. Alpha. Go Silver, ready?
From the pistol, Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Now Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Complete left side to Thomas. And they make the tackle at the 38. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Hey, Lion! Tomato!
It's a gain of 7.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now toss it to Etienne. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Lawrence working from the gun. Rose caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's good.
Let's go.
First down.
Danger.
First and goal.
Lawrence throwing here. He rolls to his right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Brian Branch has it. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, more than any play in the game, I promise you, that's one they're going to say, I'd like to have that. The defense totally on fumes, on the ropes. And what a great opportunity to choose how to attack that last little bit of yardage. And man, did they choose poorly.
Start this drive with Connor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass, Bryant. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
63.
A play fake now hurts the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they face second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Hey, 72.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go Silver, ready?
On third down, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can't get to win-win.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It's Hurts once again. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Hurts yet again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Forced out to his right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, bad. Hey, silver.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Right, let's go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. Again, he's got room. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, thumbs up, alert it. Call up Yeti.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. There's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Running it after the penalty. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Great. Set. Trimmer. Kyle, let's get it.
Again, it's Shipley. He's still going at the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.